Rose Mukidi is recovering from severe malnutrition. She's 6 months old and for the last 3 has been on a special diet mix given to her by a non-profit organization. Her mother, Kisombe Kafuti, also has 2 other children and a younger sister to think about. She herself is a teenager and has not been eating well. They're some of the hundreds of thousands Congolese who've been displaced by conflict.
My husband was killed when we were running away from Kasai. I don't know where my parents are. I had to travel with the children and did not have enough to feed them on the way.
They come to this feeding center in Kikwit with others who fled from violence in Kasai in Central Democratic Republic of Congo. Fighting between a rebel group called Kamoina and Sapo and government forces began in 2016 and ended last year. The Catholic Church says at least 3,000 people were killed.
About 25,000 people displaced from Kasai are now living here in Kikwit. Some are staying with host families, others roughing it out on their own or in camps for the displaced, with not enough food to eat and little means of getting home.
On this day at the center, food is a plate of dry rice, and there's hardly enough for everyone. Sick children and orphans are given priority. The rest will have to wait for another day. SERGE NGUNZA runs the center. He says selecting who gets to eat is the hardest part of his day.
This is an everyday situation. We would like to feed everyone, but we can't because we don't have the resources and get very little humanitarian assistance. We are trying our best with the little we have.
The United Nations Children's Agency says about 2 million children in the country are acutely malnourished. More than 6 million have stunted growth. Many live in remote areas, some which are still in conflict. Humanitarian budget cuts have made it difficult for aid workers to get to them.
When you have a shock, when you have a situation that the family can not feed the children, they cannot go to a school, they cannot go to the health centers, and they have a lot of disease, they don't have access to water, then you have acute malnutrition.
In Kikwit, 8,000 children with signs of malnutrition are on a government health watch list. Centers like this can only monitor the progress of some of them. Many live too far away and have no way of getting help. Catherine Soy, Al Jazeera, Kikwit, Democratic Republic of Congo.